Oh, wow. We got all these people in the room already? We have all these people in the room already? Holy cow. Good to see you, Duty Ron, Wilbs, Boss, Norm. Good to see you, Lori. Hello. Hold on. I just have to share this out. I will share this out on Twitter. And then we will begin our tour. Good to see you, Michelle. Maria, hello. And it's not working. You're supposed to pick me up, phone. Oh, well, no sharing. No sharing on Twitter, then. I guess that's Jack Dorsey's curse. Good to see you, Cecilia. Good to see everybody. Let's turn on the gimbal. Let's turn on the gimbal. There it goes. Hey. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome. Thanks for the super chat yesterday. Welcome to Borough Hall. Welcome to Borough Hall here in downtown Brooklyn. Good to see you, Debbie. Good to see you guys. Got a little walking tour for you guys. Got to kill some time down here before I meet up with my better half. We're celebrating Valentine's Day today, even though we kind of celebrated it yesterday. Anyway, appreciate that, Robert. Had a wonderful warm lunch, and now it's perfect. Now you're talking, Laurie. Good to see you. Let's make our way down to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Good to see you, Alistair Bruce. You will see probably one of the most famous pictures, vantage points in New York City. Yeah, I believe Debbie is Iris Blue. Follow Iris Blue 5551 on the Instagrams. I believe. If not, follow Iris Blue 5551. I don't know if Cheryl's here. I don't think she's here. If she is here, hugs all around, Cheryl. And if you're not here, we're all thinking of you, Cheryl. You need a high five? You got it. You got a high five for you. All those city bikes. That's right, baby. It is good to be in Brooklyn, baby. That's right. There you go. Everyone follow Debbie over there on Instagram. Good to see you, Keith. Gotta get me a coffee later. Gave her the wrong Twitter name by accident. It's all good. You can figure it out. You can figure it out. But we're coming up to the federal courthouse. Federal courthouse. This is where we found the one and only one El Chapo Guzman guilty of some crimes. Oh my God! Thanks for the super chat, Robert. Thanks for the super chat, man. Way too kind, man. Me and Bill Murray want to thank you. Oh, you're not being rude. It's all good. Absolutely, Costanza. Good to see you, Ms. Jan. Hello. I think he got like consecutive life sentences. They actually built his own jail cell for him in the basement, and it was evidently lined with steel. And I believe now he is somewhere in, I want to say, Pennsylvania. He's not here anymore. Let me see if you can get Bill Murray to dance. Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, Cecilia. Yeah, exactly. Keep your money, Robert. It's your coffee this week. Good to see you. Good to see you, Jim. Yeah, shutting the Brooklyn Bridge was crazy. I actually got caught up in that. Colorado. There you go, Colorado. I know Bill Murray finally worked this time. He only works like one time a show for some reason. But yeah, Colorado State Pen. Yeah, I was actually, when they first started bringing him over to come here to court, they were bringing him over at like 9 in the morning, and that's when I do my tour. Oh my God, for coffee money. Thank you so much, Lori. Come on, Bill Murray. Come on, Bill Murray. Come on. I'm going to have to check this Streamlabs app thingy again. There's something up with it. There's like a setting I have that it only does it once a show, or if you maybe donate a certain way. I have no idea how the hell it works. But I got caught up in the El Chapo transferring, and we were in the middle of the Brooklyn Bridge around 9:30 in the morning doing the tour, and they kicked us right off the bridge. Can't close my office, but they do. So here's a tour group right here. This is what I look like when I'm doing a walking tour. They see. He's already breaking one rule, which is don't do it on the corner. You gotta try to get out of people's ways, or keep out of people's ways. Hello. And also, if you're visiting New York, don't stare. Tourists love to just stare blindly, and if you get a New Yorker like me, I will respond back. Good to see you, boss. Osvaldo, wepa. That's right, you can share the bill, okay. That's right, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. A monsoon, they're gonna get a foot of rain over there. Holy cow, be safe over there, Ms. Jan. Please, be safe over there. It's actually really nice out here. It's almost 60 degrees out here right now. Almost 60 degrees. No, this guy was like staring at me with like this dirty look on his face. One of those people in that tour group, so I always respond. And exactly, that's true, Keith. That's true. You'll be up in New York City in April for your birthday. Awesome. 60, you signed for this? Well, it's gonna get cold tomorrow. And I am terrified to go to work tomorrow because I did something I have not done in 3.5 weeks. And that is shave and get a haircut. So I am going to be freezing tomorrow. You with Stun came out of work. I know, it feels warm. It feels good, right? It's like that good warm. You know, no eye contact in the tube. Never any eye contact in the tube. Tonight on the tube. Your high was in woof. Break out the shorts, Lori. You see, Lori, everyone up in that area of the country, y'all are getting the real winter. This is way too warm for February. I will be the first to tell you that. Wilbs, I watch the show all the time. These are the things I watch on YouTube, folks. I watch The Tube, which is like a documentary kind of show about the tube in London. I follow Jeff Marshall out there in London, and he rides all the tubes and goes to the least used stations. And then I also follow All the Stations, which is they're going to be doing All the Stations Ireland really soon. I know, right, Keith? It's kind of funny. The quality here on YouTube is kind of funny. It's kind of like, whoa, especially when you power it with the gimbal. Like we're on the gimbal right now. So, Cup of Joe, good to see you. Oh, there's some snow. Ugh. That is not some good snow. Yeah, the El Nino in California. I think the El Nino effect. I was watching some meteorologists last night talk about that, about how the El Nino is like messing with the seasons this year. Yes, all these trees are under construction. No, what happens is when they get ready to redo a street, like whether it be the sidewalk or the street itself, they protect. If the trees are big enough, they protect them. So that's what you're seeing. There you go. Good advice, Lori. Good advice. So yes, they're getting ready to do some construction here, probably on the sidewalk, but they're protecting the trees before they begin their work. As we begin to go down the hill. Yeah, exactly, yes. You could watch it. You could still watch it. I love that show. I really do. I love that show. Yeah, we're in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bridge, right over here. We're going to pass under the secondary entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge. This is where, unfortunately, 13 people died in that great stampede off the bridge just 2 weeks after the Brooklyn Bridge opens up. Somebody screams out, "Oh my God, a cable snapped!" A cable did not snap, but it caused a massive panic and stampede here on the Brooklyn side of the bridge. And here in this stairway that I'm about to pass, 13 people died in the crush of humanity. Very sad. No, I'm not going to go up the stairs. We're actually going to go down to Brooklyn Bridge Park because I am meeting my wife down here in Brooklyn Bridge Park. And we're going to watch the sunset. If everything lines up perfectly, the sunset should be happening right over the Brooklyn Bridge. But we'll do a Brooklyn Bridge walk and then some. So that is stuff that's going to be like a regular thing we do. Here are the stairs. These basically haven't changed in 135 years. Good to see you, Phantom. Welcome. Good to see you, Norm, in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Those stairs are a pain in the ass to walk up and walk down. Yes, and guess what, Nebula got bad news. The ice cream factory is closing. The ice cream factory is closing. So I think you just might have enough time if you come out here. Oh my God, Cup and Joe, I will. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, there's a cheesecake store up the block from me, behind me, over in Junior's on Fulton and Flatbush Avenue. Flatbush Avenue. So here we're coming to. Absolutely, Robert. Absolutely. I saw it happening today with the. I have an app that tells me the whatchamacallit, the angle of the sun. Unfortunately, we're not passing by that storefront just yet. So that's a bit of ways behind me right now. But here is the world famous triple cantilever. This is where the highway begins to double up right here. And this is what they need to reconstruct. Really, yeah, Bill Murray's totally on strike. He only comes out once a show. They have some crazy ideas to redo the highway here, and I will be doing a broadcast within the coming weeks explaining. We're down the block from the St. George Hotel. I'm in Dumbo, so I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge from here. So about a 10-minute walk from the St. George right now. About a 15-minute walk from Junior's, where we get that cheesecake. Cheesecake and coffee. They have good coffee there too. Damn it, I want Junior's now. I want some Junior's cheesecake and some coffee. As we make our way down the hill. You had to bribe Bill to come out today. That's right. As we go down the hill, we're going to the most... Why is it called Dumbo? It's the reason why it's called Dumbo. It's short for something. It's short for Down Underneath Manhattan Bridge Overpass. That's what Dumbo stands for. Now, some people like to say district underneath Manhattan Bridge Overpass. But if they say district under Manhattan Bridge Overpass, you know that they are new to the city. Might as well be tourists. We all love Junior's. Yeah, I'm in the mood for it now. Nice. Phantom, it was good, right, Phantom? No, driving here is not fun. Driving here is not fun. Driving here is, if anything, driving here is just really inconvenient, and it'll give you a headache. So I feel so comfortable in this street because I'm here 4 days a week. I'm just gonna walk right out into it. We're coming up to the world famous intersection of Water and Washington Streets. If you've ever seen the movie Once Upon a Time in America, this is the opening scene of the movie. This is your picture in the movie poster. And you're going to see why everyone is standing right here. This is the world famous shot. Can you see the Empire State Building? So I'll zoom into it. And let's do a picture within a picture within a picture right now. Oh, I think they got their shot. Now here I'm going to show everyone the sweet spot, because I take pictures here so often. You have the manhole cover here. The manhole cover is where the photographer stands. And then you have the black dot. The black dot is where your subject stands. You have your subject stand right there, and then you get that perfectly lined up shot with the Empire State Building right there. It doesn't get more New York than that, folks. It does not get more New York than that. How cool is that? So remember, the photographer stands on the manhole cover, and your subject stands on the black dot. There will always be a black dot there because they always put tape down to do photo shoots. So good to see you, Karen. They always put tape down for photo shoots. So there will always be a black dot there, guaranteed. Good to see you, Griff. Little food for thought for people watching on the replays. Okay. We gotta say hello to my friend right now. A really cool nutcracker. A really cool nutcracker you're about to see right now. Probably one of my favorite in the city. And I say hello to him on every single tour, every single bicycle tour I do over the Brooklyn Bridge. We pass by this guy. And today I get to say hello to him. He is out here year in and year out. Our little anarchist nutcracker guy. He is always out here, no matter what. No matter what. Don't you love it? His flag and everything. He's the only one who's out here in the crazy weather like I am every day. So here's our nutcracker guy. Where you get some surfboards in there and some skateboards in there. As we pass the expensive cookie store. Why don't they use plastic totes? Because it's garbage day, so all that garbage is being picked up tonight. So that's why you see it all out in the street. I gotta get that shot, that's right. Yeah, you got the rats. Got the rats. The overpriced cookie store ain't that great. That's why I call it the overpriced cookie store. But you're better off going down the block to Jacques Torres and grabbing yourself a cookie from there. Yeah, the skate stop. Yeah, skate shop. You got to go in there. They won't let me film in there, so. I had a guest go in there and try to like take pictures, and yeah, my guest came back saying, "Oh, the guy doesn't like people taking pictures in there." So yeah, don't tab hard. Just give me a thumbs up. It's a lot less work. All you gotta do is give a thumbs up. Yeah, he had a weird cook. Yeah, chocolate. The best chocolate at Jacques Torres. So here is the shot that everybody wants. The lights are on Jane's Carousel. The lights are on Jane's Carousel right there. The Brooklyn Bridge. And we're actually going the exact same way. After we ride over the Manhattan Bridge. We take this very route. And we stop in front of Jane's Carousel. Get my CBD oil. Not yet. Now, unfortunately, it looks like the clouds have won, but you never know. So this is not the meatpacking district. The meatpacking district is over by the Highline Park on the west side of Manhattan. This is called, we're still in Dumbo right now. Jacques Torres is on Front Street, on like literally just to the right of, just to the left of me right now. Just to the left of me. Question, Frank Sinatra, Brooklyn Bridge, great song. Sass Maya, good to see you. And now we get to show you guys all the weird art. And try to tap those thumbs up, baby. So these buildings right here, these were called, well, these are still, kind of commonly called the tobacco warehouses. And where I'm walking right now was the original coastline. So the ship would dock right next to these buildings here, and they will offload the goods. I'm going to show you some of these doors here. You see the doors next to the windows? Those are original. These buildings date back to the 1860s and 1840s. And they were quite derelict and abandoned for many years. And luckily some folks came together about 10 years ago and completely fixed this up. You know what? A guest of mine figured out a way to get onto the roof of this building. Let's see if we could get up onto the roof of the building. Let's see if we could do this. But these buildings, on the bottom here, some high-end restaurants and some shops. And then above it you have some offices and also a small satellite museum for the Brooklyn Historical Society. Yeah, it's a very moody sky. Spy versus spy. Me too, Griff. Me too. Let's see. My guests, I had some guests earlier last week make their way up to the top. So, let's see. Let's see if we can make our way to the top. We're like exploring. Doing some live urban exploring now. This is the Brooklyn Historical Society right here. Got some really cool artifacts in there. And I gotta find out their filming policy in there. We gotta go in there sometime. You can see how it's like a new building inside of here. That's right. Yes, ice skating rink on the top of Pier 17. Oh yeah, look at this. No, that's not my jive. Not my jive. Yes. Gotta get that theme going. Ooh, there's an elevator. Okay. I'll take the elevator next time I come here. Okay. Yes. 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 Ah. My guests were right. This is like open to everyone. Whew. Look at that. How you like that? This is cool. This is really cool. I'm gonna have to come here more often. So if you have $21 million to spend, you could live right inside there from the clock up to the very top. That's all your apartment right there. 6-bedroom apartment for $21 million. Right? Wow. Yeah. Well, Wilbs, I didn't know you could come up here. Like, I know up here is the pool. There's a pool on the roof here, and there's a club. That's for like a club. I thought roof access was for just the club. And the club costs $2,200 a year, folks. So if anyone wants to donate $2,200 a year, I'll be able to swim on the roof of this building. I made a bag of shells. That's right. Gave that in your back pocket. There you go. Is Jane's Carousel... Wait, it's Friday. Yeah, it's open. It's a Friday, so Jane's Carousel is open. Wow, pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now, the sunset is going to happen right over the water, so let's try to get back downstairs now.
We're going to leave soon.
And we're going to take the elevator. Take the elevator back down. So I don't feel like walking down steps. Let's see the elevator ride here. Look at his office space. Imagine working here. It'd be so cool to work here. Here's our elevator. Let's see. Oh, it works. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. All right, we're gonna go to 1. Oh, that's a really old picture too. That's cool. Whee! It's amazing how they could transform these old spaces with all new features. And now, next time I come here, I will use the elevator to get to the top of the stairs. Ground floor. I would be in heaven if that view was out my door. I wouldn't work. I would not work. Okay, now I know how to get to the elevator. Ooh, I prefer my office too. Yeah, it's hot in there. I got the heat running in there. All right. Oof. Now, that's the problem. It's when you have a nice view like that, you never work. because you're looking out the window all the time. Okay. Let's see the... I don't think we're going to get much of a sunset, but good to see you, Kathy. I don't think we're going to get much of a sunset, unfortunately. Ah, well. This live stream was worth it just to go up to the roof of that building, and now we know how to get up there. So next time me and Joey are taking people sightseeing, we have a little secret up our sleeve. Thank you so much, Sassmeyer. For every like, helps me out in the algorithm tremendously. So keep that in mind. Ah, you may recognize this view. I think we've been here a few times in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's ready to go. Oh, it's ready to go. Oh, it's ready to go, folks. Here we go. Here it is. This is the new art. It is complete, or almost complete. It's almost complete. Almost complete. Bridge over tree. Here it is. Super, super weird art. Basically, it is a tree, a covered bridge with a evergreen tree that it bounces over. This is some weird art. I'm a fan of weird art, but this is pretty weird. This is pretty weird. Why is it all gated off? I'm so tempted to move the gate right now and just walk the damn thing. Let's see. Is there actual opening and closing times? Because this thing is ready to go. Oh, installation is still in progress. Okay. All right. So I won't move it. I won't move it, but we'll be walking this very soon. This looks very complete. Wow, the first one was made in 1970? For real? Okay. So look at this. This is bridge over tree. And as you see, it's a bridge. It's a bridge that goes over an evergreen tree. Now, I could guarantee you that a lot of, especially wedding photographers, are going to absolutely despise this bridge. This is kind of killing the view from the field here. So they are going to really hate this thing this year. I know I'm going to hear it from my fellow tour guides. I could already hear them saying, what the hell is that stupid piece of art in Brooklyn Bridge Park? I could already hear them. I could already hear them. It's kind of... they should have put this in another part of the park, to be quite honest. They should have put this in another part of the park because this is it just kills the shot. Like, the shot that you want is the field with the grass and then the bridge. But now you got this other bridge that really looks like it's, yeah, no. It doesn't jive. Wait, let's get into the wedding picture area here. It's all good, Kathy. I'll see you later. Yeah, it's bad placement. So this is the shot, right by these. If you ever want to know, it's like the trees furthest out right here. It's like, this is like the money shot. Hey, Brooklyn Bridge Park over tree. In a way, yeah, no, it's not permanent. It's only going to be for a few months. But see, this is the shot usually people want. And it's going to completely just kind of kill it. Never said. I heard the Thames may be a little odorous, if you will. The East River never smells. If anything, it smells like salt water. But it's not permanent. But it's going to be here until September. See how much I killed the shot? It kills the shot. Reminds you of the pointless wall. There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I remember when the gates of Central Park were up and running. This time, 2005, this very week in 2005, the gates are up and running, and I am walking around with a long pole and a tennis ball attached to the end of it. And I remember the people who hated the installation, like, first of all, they couldn't stand the fact that it was the whole park. But then the other thing was that it was like, it had no meaning. And then when I reinforced that, like, yes, it has no meaning. That kind of angered them even more. So with bridge over tree, I believe there is some kind of meaning to it. But you could always pause the video here and to read this. But it kills the shot. I think it kills the shot here. I don't think it's very aesthetically pleasing. It doesn't complement the bridge, that's for sure. But I think maybe that's what it was going for. It was going for like, there's one bridge and then there's another bridge. So he might be going for the juxtaposition of the two bridges. Who knows? Who knows? You think it's a killer shot? You think it's a good shot for the art piece. But good to see you, Carl. But I think if you're taking wedding pictures, it might disrupt it a bit. So who is Jane? Jane's Carousel, right here. Jane's Carousel, originally built in 1922 by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company for a small amusement park in Youngstown, Ohio, called Idora Park. There, the carousel stood from 1922 to 1984. In the winter of 1985, the carousel was partially damaged in a fire, and thus, after that, it was put into storage. Good to see you, Sheila. And then in the early 80s, I would say the mid to early 80s, like 1983, 1985, the Valentis brothers. The Valentis brothers are two real estate developers down here in the area of Dumbo. These are the guys who coined the phrase Dumbo, because historically this area is called Vinegar Hill. But the Valentis brothers had an idea for a waterfront residential project, and they wanted to have a carousel right in the middle of it. So one of the wives of the Valentis brothers, her name is Jane Valentis, she found this little carousel in a catalog. She found it for a good deal, slightly damaged, got a good deal for it, and then she bought the carousel, and then she spent the better part of 27 years restoring the carousel, mostly by herself. Eventually she did get a team together, but it was mostly by herself. She got the whole carousel all up and running and all spiffed up and looking fabulous. Everything is original. The Wurlitzer organ and the inside is original. And I don't want to ride the carousel today because the organ is not playing. So I refuse to ride the carousel if the organ is playing. If the organ is not playing. But we're going to definitely ride Jane's carousel. So now, you see some of the horses have some blankets over them. It's not because they're cold. They are restoring the horses. And you see this chariot right here? You can see some of the fire damage on that chariot right there. And then we have our lead horses. There's the silver and white horse. There's our silver and white horse. And where's our black and white? Or black and silver. Here comes our black and silver horse. Here's the black and silver horse. Historic horses that were carved in 1921. It's okay, Carl. You know what, Carl? I'll tell you what's up with the Amazon deal. It was too much. It was too big, and you got to remember something very important. New York City is a union town, and basically, besides a lot of politicians, even politicians that didn't live in the district, it was really the unions that got the Amazon deal kind of squashed because Amazon doesn't hire a union. So New York is a union town, and actually, if they would have been more like Google, when Google came to New York City, like almost 10 years ago now, they came to New York and they were much rather work with the people, work with the city government and everything. So they didn't get as many tax write-offs, but they really knew the impact they were going to make on the neighborhood they were moving into, and they worked with the community and with the city. So when Google came into town, it was like non-controversial. Exactly, we gave them too many tax breaks, and Google does have, Amazon does have a history of doing that, of like pulling out of projects and trying to get a better deal because they kind of threatened to leave. So I think it was too much in a too small of a space, and we gave everything but the kitchen sink away, and that wasn't fair to the city, because regardless of how many jobs it would have brought, we would have had to still put more into it, like infrastructure and subway enhancements and bus enhancements and stuff like that. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Why is New York City paying Amazon? They're the richest company in the city. In the world, you know. Like when Google came in, they worked with the city, and they made sure that they were going to be a good neighbor, not just to the people in the West Village, but for people across the entire city. And they're still very active in New York City public school system. Google gives a lot of their resources away to a lot of programs here in the city, and Amazon really didn't have that lined up. Amazon was basically just offering a couple of hundred jobs to, low income, low education people. That's about it. Exactly, yeah. He makes a nice little penny there, Ed. He makes a nice little penny there. Look for the union label. I wish those commercials were still around. Okay, no, not a problem. Look for the union label. I miss those commercials now. Now I'm gonna. Oh, I wish we still could do the radio show. I think I had one of those lined up for the pre-ad roll. I think we had one of those for the pre-ad roll. But New York is a union town. That's what it is. Long Island, yes, Long Island City, yes, absolutely. The transition of Long Island City has been nothing short of amazing. Absolutely, that's right. Pretty much, Laurie. Laurie, you nailed it on the head. That was the main problem. And they were trying to make this thing like, oh, we're giving you a good deal. You deserve that. You should be happy with that. When Google came in, they knew that they were going to bring literally, you know how many people Google brought in? Google brought in and still is bringing in more people than Amazon ever would. Amazon was going to bring in about, I believe it was 30,000 people, up to 40,000 jobs. Guess how many Google brought in? Google brought 80,000 jobs initially. And now I think they're getting close to 90. So 90,000 people work here in New York City thanks to Google. I know, Jan. I know. Some states aren't as fair as others. Exactly. Isn't it amazing who gets the short end of the stick? The people who make everything run and who educate the next generation. It's kind of a shame. Exactly, Lori. Nice. Everyone watch Duty around 10 o'clock Eastern Time. 7 o'clock. West Coast time. You want to tune in Duty Ron. Give him a follow. Good to see you, John. Google, I think parts of Google are union. Yes, I think parts of Google are union, yes. I wouldn't say all of it, but parts of it are. Now, see, we were hoping for the sun. The sun angle today was supposed to go down, literally, right there. But we didn't get it, unfortunately. Have a great night, Ron. Ate your time. There you go. Next time. Not a big deal. You got an email saying they're going to take away Google in April. I don't know what you mean by that. Google Plus, yes. Google Plus is going away, but not Google. Google's the largest search engine in the world. The sun will shine till March, okay? Local union, Googly go, that's right. That is the view. Like I always say, this is the view. When you think of New York, this is the view you think of. Yeah, Google Plus is disappearing in April, but who the hell used Google Plus? I didn't use Google Plus. You needed a Google Plus account to have a YouTube channel, but you don't need that anymore. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did, Karen. Yes, you did. You got me on Twitch. I most likely will be playing a lot of games over there. But when I play games, I think I'll be on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So instead of the radio show, you got to get a lot more flight simulators and the truck sim and all that. And that's on a rainy day. We'll hang out. We'll play video games and we'll talk. So. Yes, I did, Laurie, and I really appreciate those words. Yes, Google does have some hack issues, but, not as bad as Twitter. Not as bad as Twitter. Twitter and especially Periscope, dangerous places to be. Dangerous places to be. You could set up your Google just right. You don't have to worry about stuff, but Periscope is a data grab. Will I go to the World Trade Center again soon? You're dying to see the state of number 3's connection to the mall. The connections to the mall, I believe, are open, but good to see you. If you speak Chinese, right? That looks like Chinese to me, so Shay Shay. You see the very tippy top of number 3 World Trade Center right there in the middle of the screen, that square top right there with the black horizontal lines to the left of number 1 World Trade Center. That's the very, very top of number 3 right there. And we were at the World Trade Center, was it yesterday? I think we went by there yesterday. It is a bit of lack of self-control on Periscope, but it's also an open API, so anyone could go in there and tinker around and whatnot. But we will be back. We're at the World Trade Center all the time, and we will be there in the day that the survivor tree blooms, that beautiful white color, and yeah, we're always downtown. Yesterday we went to a diner. Yesterday we went to the Pearl Street Diner, and I may have stumbled upon something that you guys might like. So I think maybe once a week we'll go somewhere and grab something to eat. Periscope did sync. Yes. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm like I said, it's a weight lifted upon me. Shay Shay. It's a weight lifted upon me. Not being on there anymore. It literally is. It is a weight lifted upon me. And you do have some of my old Periscopes on here. So, you know, you can still catch some old videos that I did. But the best is yet to come here on YouTube. I'm happy you never went there. They did be a huge favorite. Lori, they blessed me, Lori. They blessed me. It was a blessing. So you got the building that's lit up all in red there. That's Pier 17. And you could just see the ice skating rink that's on the top of it. I appreciate that, Laurie. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice, right? I could focus on this now. I could focus on YouTube. The last radio show was great. Exactly. The last radio show was great. I was all drunk. It was great. It was a great Sunday. It was a great classic Sunday 2-hour radio show. And we went out with a bang, you know, 99 shows. We did 99 radio shows, folks. We did 99 radio shows. Oh, I love the Christmas tree lights video. Well, that's seasonal stuff, you know. Azimuth. I have no idea what the azimuth is. Was that the name of the ship? Ooh, the birds. The birds are flying around us. Hitchcock would be proud. Lower Manhattan skyline only growing. Me too. Thank you so much for saying that. I want the original number 2 designed World Trade Center to come up. I hate the new Blars-Engel design. The Blars-Engel design is just 6 boxes stacked on top of each other. I hate the way it looks. I want the original design back, so I have to agree with you on that one. It did. You know what? That is very true, Lori. The anger did come out in me when I was on there, especially in the last few months. That's what my wife said, that I've been just angry on there all the time. I will go on there out of spite, if you will, which is always kind of funny. So, yeah. I think I got only the first hour too. I was watching one night on replay, and then I fell asleep. I fell asleep during it, so even I didn't get to catch the last hour of the last radio show, but it's folklore now. It's folklore now. This is what I keep on telling people now. It's folklore. Did we just walk past another live streamer doing a 360 video? Uh-oh. I think we just might have walked past another live streamer doing a 360 video. Getting away from stress is the best. I mean, I was definitely going against my laurels doing what I was doing on there, but considering that they brought me into the Super Broadcaster program and I was going to get some of that money back from Super Hearts, I gave it one last go. And the minute I gave it that one last go, you know, they began to push me away just as fast. my artistic turnaround. I like that. That was a very artistic turnaround. Lights of the City coming on up. It is their loss, absolutely. Listen, they want people who do drama. They want people who film in portrait mode. They want, I mean, no, that's not NYPD. That's the Parks. That's the Parks people. That was a classic 360. Exactly. That was a classic 360. That's right, Laurie. Absolutely. Yeah, we gotta do some more lunches. We got. I might just go around once a week to a spot and either grab a cool drink somewhere or a cool lunch. He really, it's Duty Run's getting a bunch of new subscribers, and he's collaborating with other people here on YouTube, which is great. That's how he's growing so fast, when you find similar things, like I'm on the verge of a potential sponsorship, so it's crazy, and it's all because of YouTube. Actually, the people who want to sponsor me, who are, by the way, incredibly happy that I've been kicked off of Periscope, the first thing they said when I went into a meeting with them a couple of weeks ago was, you got to do less Periscope. That was literally the first thing out of their mouth. It's like, you literally got to do less Periscope because it's like a dog chasing his tail. No matter how many new subscribers you get, you're always talking to the same group of people. There is... Oh, yeah. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, that's the deal, folks. When we get to 2,000 subscribers, then we'll be in negotiations. And then, I can't tell you what the company does, but it's tourism related. So this is why they want to hook up with me. And yeah. And they like the fact that we do this live. This is another thing. Live is the way to be. Live is definitely the way to go. So I just got a text from my wife. My wife wants me to meet her up the hill. So we're walking up the hill here. Silverstein said the original... Depends on it does, exactly. It depends on the anchor tenant, and there's no more Fox. So 21st Century Fox is not moving to number 2 World Trade Center, so they should go to the original design. The original design was great, but then again, it was like, the World Trade Center is like a whole Norman Foster thing, so. They like to find the same broadcasts. Yeah, there are some people who do some great live streams. The people who I watch the most, exactly. Gotta keep the viewers engaged. My favorite people are actually on my homepage here on my YouTube channel. Like Adam the Woo, the Daily Woo. He does a live stream every now and then. He likes to delete his live streams though because he feels a bit self-conscious or whatever. But whatever. Hopefully he does more live streams. But I love his live streams. I've been watching him for like 7-8 years now. And then probably one of the best live streamers in the world who gets zero recognition, this guy named Spokesman. He does a broadcast almost every day from the Walt Disney World and from Universal. He lives out there in Orlando. And the level of this guy's broadcasts is amazing. And I'm shooting for his quality. I want to go for his quality kind of broadcast. He started on Periscope, but then eventually Periscope showed him no love. And he came to YouTube, and now he's bigger and better, and he's getting paid, and... Periscope is dumb. Anyway. Oh, you know what? Miss Jan, that's what they like. They like a thick accent. Spokesman. You can see his channel link is right here on my homepage. I have a list of 4 channels that I recommend, and he's one of those recommendations. Because he is literally like fun to watch. Like I watch him all the time. Super Southern, they love that. There is a woman who live streams in the Disney parks every day. Her name is Princess Earsome or something like that. And she has an awesome Southern accent. She has such a killer Southern accent. The accent's your strength. It brings that kind of authenticity to you as a person. People love it. People love to hear it. Just like how we like sometimes we like to hear a British accent or an Australian accent or a Spanish accent. Yeah, absolutely, Keith. Thank you so much. Rest in peace, Rebel Radio. Rest in peace. We're now making our way over to the ice cream factory. We're walking over to the ice cream factory. Yes, Abul has a good one, absolutely. Or a French, exactly. Or a French accent, that's right. Any kind of accent, that's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Lori. That's right. Sharing the social medias there. Share all over. If you know people. You forgot to buy ice cream. No. I'm sorry you forgot to buy ice cream. Ice cream is the nectar of life. This is Ignazio's. Empty as usual. You had time for dinner. Enjoy, Miss Jan. Thanks for tuning on in. Okay. Coming out. Ah, you bought a churner? Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila. Not a problem, Robert. I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's way too nice of you. Thanks for sharing on Facebook. There's a little arrow on the bottom of the stream, and on the little arrow, well, gives you the option to share, whether it be here on Twitter or Facebook or something like that. It's whatever you have linked up to your YouTube. For everyone on replay, you could pause it right here, watch it, and then we'll start looking around. Yes, I did, Wilbs. It was awesome. It was awesome. Good to see you, Dawn. That's it. Yeah, well, you needed some milk, cream, vanilla, sugar, egg, and you got some ice cream, baby. You bought a T7i, figuring out awesome. The T7i is nice. It has that touch screen on it, right? It has that touch screen on it. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Sheila. I appreciate that, Robert. I appreciate that. As we come out on to Fulton Ferry Landing, time to talk about one of my favorite people in New York City history, John Augustus Roebling. And I love to roll my R's when I say Roebling. John Augustus Roebling from the walled village of Mulhausen, Germany, the designer, creator of the Brooklyn Bridge. He was standing right here with his son Washington. Beep, beep, beep. He was standing right here with his son Washington. They were doing survey work in the winter of 1869. They were figuring out where the towers were going to go, where the anchorages were going to go. They were figuring out the placement of the whole deal. A ferry boat was coming in to dock here at the pier, and they were literally standing right at the edge of the pier. They're standing right at the edge of the pier. They come to move out of the way of the incoming pier. Unfortunately for John Roebling, his foot falls through a broken wooden plank and his foot gets stuck in the pier. The ferry boat comes in, docks with the pier, and crushes his foot. His son, Washington, fresh from the Civil War, he saw a lot of nasty stuff. He's like, Dad, you gotta amputate your foot. You gotta die of gangrene. John Augustus Roebling was like, no, water will cure me. You see, John Augustus Roebling, he was a hydropathist. He believed that water cured everything. So against the wishes of his son, John Roebling began to cure himself by drinking mineral water and pouring freezing cold, ice cold water on his opened wound. Needless to say, 18 days later, he dies of the most agonizing bout of locked jaw. So now enter his son, Washington Roebling. Washington Roebling, most people called him simply Colonel Roebling. Colonel Roebling fought in the Battle of Gettysburg during that time. He went to an officer's ball. At that officer's ball, he met his soon-to-be wife, Emily. Emily Warren was the sister of the general he served under. They got along smashingly. It was like love at first sight. And basically what happened was, even though he was still deployed at war, they had a lot of correspondence amongst themselves. And they're written in that old-timey English, very romantic-like. And, well, when his father dies, Washington Roebling is given all of the responsibility of building the Brooklyn Bridge. Basically, the father designs it, the son places it, and then soon after, his son is nearly killed from building the Brooklyn Bridge. You see, they were using something called the caisson method. The caisson method was simply a wooden box, a wooden inverted box. You place it at the bottom of the riverbed. Air pressure forces the water out. Workers then enter the box and undermine the edges of the box, and the box slowly sinks to the bottom of the river. Once it hits bedrock, you fill it up with concrete, and you have yourself a foundation for the towers here of the bridge. Back then in the 1860s, 1870s, they really had no idea of what the effect of high air pressure on the human body was. So what happened was men were coming down with the bends. They were coming out of the hole after working for 10 hours. They'll come out of the hole, be delirious 1 minute, die the next, come out paralyzed. Many, many different afflictions happened. It was said that Washington Roebling was the only person that kept his head on straight in these truly terrifying conditions. Remember, electricity wasn't invented yet, so your only source of electricity was these calcium torches that gave off a rotten egg smell. And then also, they thought that there was just sand at the bottom of this river. But no, there's boulders, there's rocks. So for every month they estimated to do excavation work, 5 months were needed to do the same amount of work. So 8 months into the construction of the bridge, John's son, Washington Roebling, is nearly killed from the bends. He succumbs to the bends. He is paralyzed from the waist down. And for the next 13 and a half years, he manages the bridge's construction from his bedroom window in Brooklyn Heights. So, who really built the Brooklyn Bridge? His wife. Washington Roebling's wife, Emily Warren Roebling. At first, she just does simple dictation from the job site, transmits that back to her husband's bedroom, but then over the years, she becomes fluent in architecture, engineering, advanced mathematics, hydrology, everything you need to know to build this bridge. She basically self-taught herself under the guidance of her husband. Oh my God, Deanna, thank you so much. You got it. Thank you so much, Deanna, for the super chat. Rob Braxman Tech is in the house. Everyone follow Rob Braxman Tech. Do me a favor. I have something to tell you, Rob Braxman. You're only going to go amazing places right here on YouTube. You are building up an amazing catalog of videos. Holy cow. You are offering your viewers such a service. Holy cow, I am happy that you're over here doing YouTube live and making edited videos. I love your edited videos, by the way, because you got the formula. Rob, you're already a natural at it. It kind of scares me, but your videos are so freaking good. Yes, Rob Braxman Tech. You want to give him a follow. He keeps you safe on the internet. I know you copied, but you're doing all the right things, Rob. You're doing the good thumbnails, and your videos have good structure to them, and even your live videos. The live videos are just as good. So good. I'm so happy. I'm seriously. And what's gonna happen, Rob? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers, okay? And you're gonna hit 2,000 subscribers, but you're gonna notice. When you hit like 1,000, 2,000, things begin to happen. So let's say you hit 10,000 subscribers. You will be making money. Guaranteed. You will have people come to you. They'll be like, oh, this guy's so much better than Leo Laporte. This guy's so much better than Leo Laporte. He's actually giving you real information. Holy cow. I am so proud. I love the videos, yeah. So everyone follow Rob Braxman Tech. There you go. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Holy crap. I know. Rob, they're either inactive accounts. I don't think you have too many botted accounts, or none at all probably, but a lot of inactive accounts on there. Good to see you, Robert. The zucking gone is a zucking lie. It's a zucking scam. All of Periscope is a zucking scam. The whole thing. If you had 32,000 subscribers here on YouTube, you would be making money hand over fist. Right? You talk to someone on Twitter. It's ridiculous. It's a zucking scam. That's why. Listen, this is the reason why I got kicked off of Periscope. Was because when you mentioned about the bots, the ticket selling bots here in New York State becoming illegal, that obviously translates to view bots and to bots that give you a thumbs up and you know, all that nonsense. They don't like me saying that. Periscope doesn't like me saying that bots are illegal in New York State. They don't like me saying that they're figuring out ways to not pay people for the super hearts. They don't want me to say, they don't want me to say that the numbers are so false. 2/3 of the live viewer concurrent, for the most part, it's accurate. 2/3. The rest is either bots or inactive accounts or... Are you being moderated? Oh, you can only comment once every 30 seconds. You might be commenting a little bit too much, Rob. Good to see you, Jamie. You might be commenting a little bit too much. I limit you to like 30 seconds. Good to see you, Jamie. I'm doing the sunset tonight for you, Jamie. Yeah, you're learning the tricks, exactly. No, this is not Manhattan Heights. No, we're in Brooklyn Heights, and that's right behind me is Brooklyn Heights. We're still down the waterfront here at Brooklyn Bridge Park. Yeah, learn the tricks. There's an addictive noddle about. Oh, you right? Did you see that? Did you read about that story about the bomb at the New York Stock Exchange back in 1921? So right now I am using the Streamlabs app on iOS. So that's how you get to the comments on the screen and everything. But I love it because I have a signal indicator. I know how many frames I'm broadcasting out at. I know how many people are in the room. I know how long my broadcast is. I'm broadcasting, I hopefully top out at 720. But you see the image quality. In a toxic environment, the black sheep is the one who can see through the BS. Absolutely, Lori. Way better off here. No, way better off here. Way better off here. Way better off here. I got enough mods. I could mod. I don't care. If stuff gets really nuts, I'll add more mods. But right now, I'm happy with the mods I have. Take a look at the stat. I can only zoom in so far, though. So that's how far I could zoom in. Statue of Liberty right down there. The lady in the harbor. And the Waxman can't bother me here because he's too self-conscious about a live viewer concurrent number. The old man on the roof can't handle a low viewer concurrent number, and he needs to shoot in portrait mode. So there is no helping him here on YouTube. Thanks for sharing my video with your best friend. The lights of downtown Manhattan are magical at sunset. I wish we were getting a sunset tonight. We didn't get much of a sunset, unfortunately. Right? True story, right? True story. I know, he doesn't want YouTube. No, he doesn't. He wants to zucking lie to himself and zucking believe a zucking fake number. He likes that Periscope zucking zuck crap, whatever the hell I want to say. Yeah, I don't want everyone to be mod. I have enough mods. I have enough mods. Oh, we got our Fly Nyan helicopter doing the sunset flight. There's our Fly Nyan helicopter with the legs hanging out. We should create a group, absolutely. Maybe like a Periscope group, like a Periscope refugee group or something like that. I gotta get on your platform. I gotta get on that. I gotta get on braxme.me. Isn't it beautiful, Rose? Good to see you. Yeah, Periscope refugees. Yeah, I gotta get on braxt.me. Yes, I gotta get on that. I gotta get on that. Isn't it great? You get all your skyscrapers right here in one spot. You got your Empire State Building right down there. You even got your Chrysler Building. You can just see the top of the Chrysler Building way down there from the distance. 432 Park Avenue peeking up. You got it, Rob. Everyone should go to brax.me for the best that's the cleanest social media around. All the Zucks. Nobody likes the building next to Manhattan Bridge. I mean, look at how it kills the whole symmetry with everything. It just kills. It had symmetry. The whole skyline had symmetry until that building. It had a kind of like it had a flow, and that one building kills it. And from the bridge itself, it kills the view. It used to be a great picture from up there with like kind of like the Empire State Building nestled amongst all the other buildings, and that's gone forever. Oh, of course I have to be subscribed to you. What, are you kidding me? I got it. You're giving actual really good content to your viewers, and you just is the thing, Rob. You care about your viewers, and you show it and you prove it with the content that you create. It's a beautiful shot. Absolutely. Isn't that amazing? New York doesn't get better than that. Got your Woolworth building there too. So starting out, got number 1 World Trade Center, of course, right there in the middle of the screen. Then we look down, and we have that building with the kind of like the lit up in gold. That is the Woolworth building. The Woolworth building was the tallest building in the world in 1913. Right, Fulton Fish Market. There used to be Fulton Fish Market, not anymore. This is the new Pier 17, lit up in red. And there is an ice skating rink on the roof of that building. Kind of amazing. And we got a shot of that really, really thin building that's going up. So sunset happened about 21 minutes ago. Got that really thin building right there. What other buildings we got here? We got 180 Maiden Lane. That's where I used to work, 55 Water. And then, of course, the Statue of Liberty right down there. It's all good, Sheila. It's all good, Sheila. Let's turn back around here. Let's look at good old Empire State Building again. Lit up in classic white tonight. Empire State Building. And then we have the whole FDR Drive, the east side of Manhattan, at the bottom there. As lights of the city come on, let's look at the Statue of Civic Virtue. The 3rd tallest statue in New York City, perched on top of that building right there. You can barely see the Statue of Civic Virtue right there. She's lit up in gold. She's made out of copper and covered in 24-karat gold leaf. She's holding up a crown. The crown has 5 points. Each point is for the 5 boroughs of New York City. The ugly Verizon building right there that they tried to make look a little bit better with some windows. Still looks ugly. Still one of the ugliest buildings in the city. City Hall. Beep, beep, beep. City Hall right down there at the base of the municipal building. City Hall right there at the base, right, basically where the Brooklyn Bridge leads you to. That's where City Hall is. Right, beautiful. Right, the dusk is settling in. Thank you so much, Rob. Appreciate that. This is New York. This is it. New York City ferry pulling on out. We'll definitely be riding the ferry again very soon. Oh my God, Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. Now, see, Bill Murray is supposed to come on. I gotta fix this. It only comes on once, a broadcast, Bill Murray. I'm gonna have to really fix it here. That's the only thing that Streamlabs isn't working with. You want this mural on your wall? Awesome. Exactly, Laurie. Oh my God, Rob, sailing out here in the East River is something that you will never forget. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. That's maybe. Yeah, I have been in a sailing ship. I've been on a sailing ship with my mom. There's a great sunset cruise that you could go on called the City Clipper. And, got a little glitch. Boom, City Clipper. So you ride the City Clipper at sunset and you drink different wines from the area, from the New York State area. It's great. They would have let you in the New York Yacht Club? Yeah, absolutely. Zuck them. Oh my God, Rob! Everyone you got to subscribe to Rob Braxman, even here on the replay. Subscribe to him on the replay. Gotta get him to 1,000 subscribers. So close, baby. So close. Look how low that helicopter is. He's getting nervous there. He's doing a very wide turn, a very wide and low turn right now. But I think he's coming in for a landing at Pier 5. Let's see. Yeah, he's going in for a landing here at Pier 5. And he's so close. Yeah, don't land in the East River like the Fly Nyan, helicopter. 27 more, yes. Yeah, we all gotta help him. That's right, Laurie. That is right, because if you check out his channel, guys, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Like real quality content. Really good stuff. You can't even get to the 79th Street Boat Basin for real. Zuck them. I gotta start making my way up the hill. We will talk about one more historical spot before we end our little video here today. You know, that's the way I almost feel like, Rob. But like when I hear you said that you took like a week preparing for a broadcast, and it's like, you know, it disappeared. It's like that is the fundamental problem with Periscope. It's really only designed for like live. Replay is kind of worthless on there. That's why I wish we had Catch. Catch was like the best thing to work with Periscope. Periscope would have been a lot more relevant today if Catch was still around, because Catch was becoming, ironically enough, like the YouTube for Periscope. But they let that go. They let it go. There's no search capability. Everything disappears. Look at that, 56 degrees. It's warm out here today. Exactly. It was all practice for YouTube, Rob. Listen to what Laurie says. She is right. Those were the pilot episodes for something really good, and you're already making seriously grade A content. I love how you start the video. Yes, 4 years of pilots, exactly. You went to pilot episode to pilot episodes. You honed in your craft. Remember that this live fundamentally is where it's going, but people still watch edited videos. That's not going to go away. And plus, you look at the quality of the broadcasts here on YouTube. They're not zucking scopes. They're not zucking scopes. They're broadcasts. 24 to go. Let's do it, baby. If you're on the replay, click the little 3 dots to the right-hand side of that comment right there. No, absolutely, Wilbs. Absolutely. So we got a few more percent here left of my battery. We're going to finish out with some one more history. Whip! He's flying. And this guy's riding the city bike fearlessly next to him. That's nuts. This is Old Fulton Street right here. 23 now, baby. Yes. Yes. There you go. Thank you so much for putting up the link, Nebul. Merci. We gotta get him hitting 1,000. Yeah, we gotta get him hitting 1,000. And trust me, believe me, I don't give people endorsements just like I don't give them out. I do vet and I do watch the people who I like to promote, and I am watching a lot. Of Rob Braxman Tech. All right. You gotta do a telethon. Yeah, I do a telethon. Thank you so much, Deanna. All right, here we are, folks. Here is a bar. I don't know the name of this bar. I do not know the name of this bar, but this used to be a Texaco gas station right here. And here's what happens right here in 1984. There was a little band by the name of Bananarama. They filmed their music video for Cruel Summer right here. I'm actually standing where the girls are working on the truck. The girls are working on the truck right here. One of the girls almost hits her head on the hood of the truck. And then that scene where the 18-wheeler is coming down the hill. This is where the 18-wheeler is coming down from right here. The 18-wheeler comes flying down the hill right here. The girls walk up there, and of course they go down to Fulton Ferry Landing. But this is the gas station where they were working at in the music video, Cruel Summer. You gotta watch it now. You gotta watch it right now. Yep, the Mag truck, it was a Mag truck, that's right. Right, you remember that now? You gotta watch it. You gotta watch the video because it happened right here. It happened right here. I'm so happy we did not get rid of this building. Yeah, refrigerator, that's right. You're more than welcome, Rob. Gotta give credit where credit is due. You guys are amazing. Everyone who's been subscribed or subscribing, thank you so much. I cannot thank you guys, cannot thank everyone enough. Because this is the only way we're gonna make it here. It's helping each other, support each other, and you're more than welcome, Griff. I wanna thank everybody for tuning on in. It's always a pleasure for me to show you the best here of New York City. Yeah, my battery's about to die, so I gotta go. My battery's about to die. But I wanna wish everyone a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish the moments, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow, folks. Good evening. See you guys later, folks. Bye-bye. Here's the dragon. We got to end with the dragon. Here's the dragon. See you later, guys.